All hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. Good evening, good morning, good day, my fellow Biafrans. Wherever you are in the world, I greet you. Please, my fellow Biafrans, I have a very important message to give to you today. Please, this message is for the Ohanese, or for the group that call themselves the Ohanese. I'm just wondering, does any one of you know any member of this Ohanese, or know anyone who knows anyone that knows any one of this Ohanese? Please, if you do, I would kindly love you to pass a message on to them for me. Please tell them that Ngozi Chukwuka is asking, ha bụkwa na Ohaneze ndị ebe, Ohaneze ndị Igbo, eziokwu, because no Ohaneze mwa as nwafọ Igbo is or are, that the Oha, which is the mass, the people, ndị Igbo, they are the Eze, and they are also the Oha, Ohabeze. So they can elect one spokesperson, one person who speaks for them, one person who has their mandate. Eze cannot exist without Oha, but Oha can exist without Eze. So Eze must have the mandate of the people. So these political elite that move around masquerading themselves as Ohaneze Ndibo, can somebody please ask them for me, whose mandate do they have? Please pass this message on to them quick, sharp. It's very important. Ohaneze, you need to understand, you don't represent our interests. We don't need you anymore. We are Biafrans. We are Biafrans. We are Biafrans. You want to belong to Nigeria, and you're clamoring for the politics of Nigeria, and you want us to vote for you. But we are not going to vote. There is no more vote at all until we get the referendum. Get it into your thick skulls. Referendum, what does that mean? It's our inherent human right to self-determine how we want to be governed, and by whom, and under what entity we want to belong. And we say we want to belong to Biafra. So Ohaneze, why didn't you take our mandate and go to these same people you are so-called Nigeria and tell them, listen, my people want to have a referendum because they want to be Biafrans. It is just a voting right. Referendum means the refer, to be referred to people. Let the people have their say. Let people speak. Let people say what they want. Ohaneze, you don't want us to have a say? So whose voice are you putting across? Because it's not our own voice. We have a leader. Our leader is Nnamdi Kanu. He says what we want him to say. When we ask him to say something, he will say it. When we ask him to do something, he will do it. He's got our mandate. We are behind him. So until we get referendum, there will no longer be any election. Not in Anambra State, not in Biafra land. Ohaneze, when we come out to support the spokesperson we've chosen, Nnamdi Kanu, you people say we are jobless. We are the mob. We are headless chicken. Jobless people, touts. So now you want us to vote. You want the touts to come and vote for you. Vote under which policy? Under the same oppressive policy. Ohaneze, you need to understand. Biafran children no longer have a future. In the next 10-15 years, all the global countries are shutting down their borders. The only frontier and the last frontier Biafrans have is Biafra land. We need to secure that future for them for tomorrow. In the next 30 years, in the next 15 years, we need to make sure they can get a job. We need to make sure their education counts. That's the mandate. That's the policy we want under Biafra. But you don't want to see that happen. So you want to continue to clamor around, hoping that you're going to restructure. Restructure what? You want to and you want to structure. That will be for you to do. We don't need it. Biafra does not need to be restructured, because it's already structured deep down in history. All we want to do is to resurrect it, and we want to restore it. That's where we want to belong. That's our voice. That's what we want. Ohaneze, get it into your thick skull. So when you go to your Nigeria, present that. Tell them that's what your people want. Tell them that's what we want. Then maybe you become relevant, because at the moment you're not. You probably would never again, because of the so much let down. You think we are stupid. Tell me which couple that's filed for divorce will turn up in court to show that they're still making babies. What? You file for divorce, you go to court, the judge looks at the man, he says, do you want to still divorce this woman? She says, yes. The woman, what do you think? You no longer want to be in marriage with him? The woman says, yes. But the judge says, but then you're pregnant. Whose baby is that? He says, oh, it's his baby. Wow, wouldn't they look stupid? Voting for you is like coming through the back door to jump in bed with Nigeria. We don't want to be in bed with Nigeria. Putting you in position is like having Nigerian's baby. We don't want to do that. It's over. So why don't you help us by acting under our mandate, doing what we need, or just disappear, step aside, because we're not listening, we're not following. So please stop waiting for these votes, stop campaigning, stop clamoring. Let me tell you what you're going to do. You're going to need to bring out your goats, your dogs, your cows, your sheep, your chickens, all of them. Give them human fingers. Let them go and vote for you. Carry them. Go and vote for you. And then you will win. When you win, you become what? Governors and leaders of your animals. But as for Biafrans, we are out. Please, as you're listening to this message, if you know anyone who knows these people, pass this message on. Let them get it into their thick skulls. We're no longer playing. We're not silly. We're just trying to exercise our human rights. And they're trying to shove our neck into it. Why? Because they stand to gain. They stand to gain for them and their immediate families. But what about the rest of us? What about the rest of us? What about the fact that in the next coming generation don't have land? What about the fact that the next coming generation, the education is worthless? What about the fact that the next coming generation, the current present parents will suffer to pay their school fees and there is no job, no factory? Within this same enclave you call Nigeria, that's where you want to pin us down upon, by hook or by crook, to Fiakwa or Manle or Haneze. So you need to get it into your thick skull. Enough is enough. Say goodbye. We don't need you. Please make sure you pass this message on and on and on and on and on until these people get it. Tell them Ngozi Chukwuka said so. If I have to shout it to the rooftop, I will. They need to hear this. So Haneze, enough is enough. There is no voting in Anambra State, in Biafra land, until we get referendum. That is the mandate of the people. So if you really care, take this message to your powers that be and tell them for the first time you want to listen to the people. But mind you though, we already have our spokesperson and we love him and we follow him till we get Biafra. So you need to understand that. Thank you so much. Please pass this message on. Quick, sharp. quick, quick, sharp, sharp. They need to hear it. Thank you.